I will be forever the myth.
You're the king of kings,
There's always a pecking order. The little packers never mess with the big packers. So I'm a rooster, and he's a chicken, so to speak.
Hi, I'm Shawn Ray. I'm backstage with Mike Quinn after his impressive 5th placing. Mike, how do you feel?
Okay.
Okay. You made a lot of improvements since your last contest. What do you think you need to work on to get in the winner's circle this time?
I wasn't sharp enough. I'm experimenting a little bit with sodium loading, and I made a major mistake competing for this show. But on the Pro World next week, I'll do a little different. I'm going to drop about, I think I need to drop about 5 more pounds.
You were by far the biggest competitor up there next to Mike Christian. What did you weigh in tonight?
About 225.
Are you planning on going on to the Pro World in Columbus, Ohio next week?
Yeah, because I want to place in the top 5 so I can qualify for the Olympia. It's a must for me because I didn't place in the top 3 tonight.
Great. So what is your strategy for next week to get placed higher?
I'm not going to sodium load. I just have to be a little sharper. When I'm sharp, I can compete against anybody. I think the name of the game now in this sport is if there was the biggest guy would win, as you know, you come in very hard and you're not a gigantic person, but on stage you appear to be.
Right.
It's the illusion. I think if I don't come in very, very sharp, I lose that sense of illusion, and somebody maybe 20 pounds lighter than me can appear bigger than me.
What do you think about the competition tonight? Do you think it was the placings were adequate? Do you think they were fair and that's the way it should have come out?
No.
What's your opinion?
I feel Robbie Robinson should have won this show. If you're going to judge on symmetry and balance in the way we're supposed to be judged, I feel that Mike won, but I feel Robbie Robinson should have won. I maybe should have been a little higher.
Okay.
Maybe 3rd or 4th, but I'm happy with my placings. I'm not putting the sport down.
Well, I know that you and Robbie Robinson trained together down at Gold's Gym, Santa Monica. What do you think he's got to do to get into the winner's circle after his 3rd placing tonight?
I don't know, Shawn. They seem to be pretty hard on us. They pick us apart. They want us to pose a little better. They complain about my legs not being any bigger. And I improve every year. But I think it's so subjective that you don't really have a control over it. I think the best thing I can do is be a people's champion. Come support the sport, be a good ambassador, and make a name for myself. I got my own identity, so.
And you're definitely doing that. We wish you continued success and good luck next week.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay, I'm Shawn Ray standing backstage with the 3rd place winner tonight, Robbie Robinson, who's made by far one of the most impressive comebacks of this decade. Robbie, you took 3rd tonight. How did you feel with that?
I feel fine. There's nothing you can do about it. Just deal with it the way the judges see it. And just go on. It's just the number of shows this year, and you just keep pushing.
Right.
That's all you do.
You're constantly in almost every pro show since your comeback in 1986.
Yeah.
What do you do to maintain your hardness and shape? Are you trying to add mass, or are you just trying to refine what you already have?
Just refine what I have. It's not me going up in body weight or anything, trying to increase the muscle size. It's just training heavy.
Right.
Yeah.
We know that bodybuilding is a very subjective sport, and once you took your 3rd place win up there, a lot of the crowd's reaction was real controversial. Does that affect you in any way?
No, I just see you dealing with it the way the judges call it.
Right.
Shawn, you're in this sport just like I am, and there's no sense in getting all burnt out or wigged out of shape or saying negative things, because that doesn't help the situation. The situation just keep on pushing.
Right. We know. Next week you're going to be in the Professional World Championships in Columbus. What can you do between now and next week to be more impressive?
Well, I think just continue watching the diet and adding food here and there and keep pushing.
Right. Do you plan on going in this year's Mr. Olympia here in LA?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I got to go in there with you and Lee and all the guys. Got to have some more fun.
Let me ask you one question. Do you plan on going in the Night of the Champions?
Thinking about it. I'm hitting and missing at all of them.
Okay, Robbie Robinson in good spirits after his 3rd place win tonight. Good luck to you and continued success.
Best of luck for you too.
Okay. Hi, I'm Shawn Ray standing backstage at the United States Pro Championships with J.J. Marsh, 1986 Mr. USA and Mixed Pairs overall national champion. J.J., you were here. What did you think of the contest tonight?
I tell you, tonight, my pick of the show, I felt Robbie looked really well. He was conditioned. Maybe his posing routine wasn't all that great, compared to the other 2 winners, the 1st place and the 2nd place guys. But, I felt it was a little upset tonight.
Okay. Let's get to you. What do you have By the way, for those that don't know, J.J. Marsh has just received his professional status card, and he's going to be competing in France in the mixed pairs with Jackie Paisley, the USA Women's Champion this year. J.J., what else is in store for you?
Well, I've already requested my application for the Niagara Falls Invitational May 7th in New York, so I plan on doing that. I haven't really set my sights on the night of the champion. I may or may not. I'll probably bypass that and do the Chicago Invitational in August. And all depends on my placing there. Go ahead and go into the Olympia this year.
Now, JJ, a lot of people are wondering how you acquired your professional status. Can you explain that and elaborate on that for us?
Due to the fact how I got my professional status this year, I won the USA in '86. It was the only year that they had the overall winner not eligible to turn professional. They did it in '85. They did it again here in '87. So I was kind of like felt the victim of circumstances. So I wrote a letter to Dominic Certo and Wayne D'Amelia, and they recognized that there was a valid reason, and they honored my request.
JJ has consistently placed in the top 5 at the Nationals in the last 4 years.
Excuse me, the top 3.
Top 3. We're going to make that correction, and JJ's on the ball. JJ is now professional, and I'm sure we're going to be seeing a lot and hearing a lot from JJ in the near future, I'm sure. Thanks, JJ.
Thanks a lot, Shawn.
Hello, I'm here with the 5-time Pro Mixed Pairs World Champion, Tony Pearson. Tony Pearson didn't make the top 5 tonight. Tony, can you tell us what you thought about the show?
Well, it was a very well-organized show. Mike Glass had done a fantastic job. I think what happened in the first round is that the judges kind of missed me there for a while. And then at the end of the first round, they started calling me out, but it was a little bit too late.
Right.
So I think it was just a matter of being overlooked a little bit. But next week, we're going to try to make up for that.
Right. The crowd, you're certainly a crowd favorite. Everyone was calling for you. What do you feel you got to do to get noticed more? I mean, you were in your best shape of your life. You're obviously ripped to the bone. You brought all your weaknesses up. What can you do to get the judges to notice you? Was the competition that stiff?
The competition was very stiff, and everybody was in the top 4 guys was in very good shape. I think now it's a matter of publicity. I got to get more publicity. I mean, I've been around 12 years, but you still need publicity, and that's what really makes you more popular when you step on stage.
Okay. Tonight's over and done with. Next week we got the Pro World Championships. What can you do now to improve between now and then?
What's going to happen between now and then? Yes, I was in the best shape of my life, but I think I pulled a little bit too much water out. Next week I'm just going to eat a little bit more, and I think I'll just fill out and be a little bit thicker.
Okay. Do you plan on doing any mixed pairs posing this year?
Yes. I'm going back with my partner, Carla Dunlap, which we won in 1984. So this is 1988, 4 years later, and we're going to try to do it again. In fact, it's in Nice, France this year.
Right. Okay, Tony Pearson here tonight. We'll see him again next week in Columbus, Ohio, and wish him continued success.
Thank you.
Okay, for those of you that don't know, I'm standing next to Mike Christian, the 1984 National Overall Champion and Mr. Universe. Mike, you're the winner tonight. How does it feel, your first pro win? How does it taste?
It's sweet. I am the happiest man on earth right now. I haven't had a win since 1984 when I won the Nationals and the Universe. And, I dreamed about winning this show a week ago. I was driving in my car, and I felt I was in the best shape of my life. And tears came from my eyes. I never felt like this before, unless it was a 1984 Mr. America that I won. I felt like that a week before. And I felt like this is the second time ever in my life. I felt really good. My posing routine, I spent a lot of time and energy on my routine. My condition was the best ever, and I felt real good about going into the show. It was real tough competition. The top 5, as you know, were great. Robby Robinson was in probably in the best shape of his life. This kid, Brian Buchanan, with a 27-inch waist. These guys were really great competition. So I got one more Columbus. I got it next week.
What are you going to do now between now and Columbus, Ohio?
I'm going to pig out tonight. I'm going to eat ice cream and everything.
Okay, Mike, for those that don't know, Mike trains at Gold's in Santa Monica.
Yep.
I happen to train there on the weekends, and I've seen you train like a madman. What did you do between the Olympia and this show to become so much harder and much more ripped?
I got hungrier. I really got hungry. It was a real tough defeat in the last Mr. Olympia, and it was because I had personal problems, which I don't really want to go into. But I had,
as
a lot
well
of
as
stress.
a newborn baby.
Right, exactly. Very terrific stress on me at that time. So I was in good condition. I was just small, stressed out. My body's a little small. So this time I put on more muscle. I put on 4 pounds more muscle than I've ever did. It was just being hungry. I wanted to prove something to myself and to the world that I am a top contender for Mr. Olympia.
And that you are. You're definitely going to be meeting the same guys again next week, and probably then some. Yeah. What is your strategy for going up against these guys? I know you presented a new posing routine, which was terrific. The music and the choreography, put a lot of time and effort into it.
I'm going to get right back on the diet, starting Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, low carb. I've been in numerous contests where they were back-to-back like this.
Right.
So I predict I'll be in better shape. Usually the second contest I'm in better shape. A little less nervous. I'm very confident, so my routine will go better. My comparison pose, my body will look better. I won't have so much stress. So I predict Christian conquers Columbus. Be there.
Give us some poses. Okay. One more tidbit. Okay, after tonight and next week, it's over. We know coming off your national and universe win what it did for your career. Now you've got your first pro career win. What is it going to do for your career in the long run?
Well, I got a lot of other things in the fire. As you know, I have my own training video out. My clothesline is doing very, very well. I got them throughout Europe and here. So, newborn kid, and I'm doing real good. I like to spread it around. Instead of just putting all my eggs in one basket as far as in bodybuilding, I got my video, my clothes. So I'm really going to push that for the first couple months, then it's training real hard for Mr. Olympia.
Okay, I guess I got to see you there.
That's right.
Unfortunately, I got to see this guy there at the Olympia. Good luck, Mike, and continued success.
Good luck to you, too.
Okay.
Thanks.